Welcome to the venerable Glass Bowl in Toledo, Ohio. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Western Michigan Broncos and the Toledo Rockets. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, I caught up with the Toledo head coach before the game. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Broncos will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Rockets offense will get first crack at it today. Typically, you don't think of an offense built around its tight end, but they got no production from there last week. They'll need that to improve in this one, David.
Yeah, he's a chain mover. He's a red zone threat. That big old body, man, he's a matchup problem. So they definitely need to find a way to make sure that they're feeding the big fella, that they're using him in different ways. And listen, balance on offense is good. Still use the receivers. But, Jesse, they can't forget about that dude.
No, and I don't think you have to.
Turning it on! He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards of clock, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and getting them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quick release by the QB.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got it, first down and more. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance, and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. They'll send the back in motion. Here comes the heat. Got his man on the outside. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you set up 4th down.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Rockets!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Back to pass, it's Lowry. Unloads to the right. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Snowed under by the defense.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll move the wide receiver. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Zings it complete to the right. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The penalty pushes the offense back for this 2nd down. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Broncos will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And it'll be down right there. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Running inside, it's Smith. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. Following that last play, we have a Bronco that is slow to get up. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He'll run it again. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. To the air, it's Richter. Fires downfield. Soft spot in the middle. Right down the gut of the field. He's at the tap, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Toledo. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The run inside. It's Buckley. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And he slides down, and he got just enough to pick up the 1st down. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Motion from the back. Grabbed behind the line. It's Green. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He's got it on the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. That's the end of the period, and it's Toledo holding the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Brooks. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Broncos, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to throw again. Swings it out to the flat. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The Broncos will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Following that last play, we have a Bronco that is slow to get up. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. He's just able to get what he can get on the scramble play here, down close in the red zone.
Going for 6. Touchdown, Broncos. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Rockets have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Right back to the well. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. Breaks the tackle. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like stopping the run game. Like they continue to have success and have success now on this 3rd down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away some of this rushing game.
He's got the tight end. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. The The Rockets look to keep this drive humming. Running inside, it's Smith. Here's a little room there. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
5-29. Go. Wants to throw. It's Richter. Here's a heat. Hauls it in. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Pressure coming. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. Training staff checking out this junior defensive tackle. We hope this is not serious, and he gets back in the fray shortly. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The run inside. It's Green. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. To the air on 1st down. Rushes on him. Running to his left. Now looking to throw back to the middle. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go, ready.
Back to throw, it's Lowry. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Hey, guys, down here on the Toledo sideline, developing story, guys, their best wide receiver is dealing with a few issues. Very banged up here in this game, but he is battling through and still on the field trying to...
There he goes! Touchdown, Rockets! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy. It's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Sends it back in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. To throw, it's Richter. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
The QB had all day to throw the football. That's the good news. The bad news is he couldn't find anybody open and couldn't deliver the ball to him. So let's see if they can get some chemistry going with the wide receiver and quarterback throughout this game.
Caught over the middle. It's White. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And now the Broncos call their first of 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Trying to set up the screen. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Pocket breaking down. Trying to get away. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Under fire. Unleashes 1. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the... Three.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Snagged in the middle. It's Fletcher. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Western Michigan.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dropping back, it's Lowry. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We start with UCF taking on the number 16, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Knights, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now over to your game inside the Glass Bowl. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Glass Bowl.
And the Rockets will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. Starting this third quarter on the ground. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose down the middle. The 10. Touchdown, Broncos. Into the end zone with a breakaway score. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Looks like he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Toledo hoping to get things going on this drive as the offense takes the field. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Finds his man. It's White. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Running inside. It's Smith. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Rockets decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got it behind the line. It's Parks. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Lowry. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the ball comes to rest right there. The Rockets offense looks primed and ready to launch on this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The run inside. It's Miller. couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. Powers through the defender. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Rockets line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Lowry. Snagged out of the air. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Buckley. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Line getting set on 2nd down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Not all drops are equal, and those are frustrating, man. Those are the ones where you're going to move the sticks. Nice job seeing the middle of the field come open. The first down marker's right there, and that's a big, costly drop for this offense.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the... There's some room. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll run it. It's Buckley. Got enough space. Touchdown, Western Michigan. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
And he makes the extra point.
31, Toledo, 24.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Rockets offense looks ready to go on this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Running inside, it's Smith. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. Caught in the backfield, it's Strickland. Shakes a man, and he might take off. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Rockets will call on their punt team. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Western Michigan ready to get things going right now on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The run inside. It's Buckley. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. On the run, it's Buckley. Past the 45. On the move at the 30. It's a seam wide, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
The Rockets offense is back on the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Dropping back, it's Richter. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. They'll go to the counter. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
Lofts one high and deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that?
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Mark him down right there, but he's got plenty for the first down and to keep this drive moving.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Rockets come to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And the timing just a hair off.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. With the catch, it's White. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Richter. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They want to throw it. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. Following that last play, we have a Bronco that is slow to get up. Training staff checking out this junior defensive tackle. We hope this is not serious and he gets back in the fray shortly. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. From the gun. Here's the pressure. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1. Gets him out to the 5. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Just feeds the running back. Maybe some room here. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Buckley. He's got the 1st down, and they'll be able to run it out from here. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they were going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.